He has no, all the times powerful. To say forever, no beginning, no end. To say he become weak, that's called a paradox. Contradiction. It doesn't make any sense.
Right, address this one.
Do you accept that? No, do you accept the paradox?
Address this
no,
one, by
do you
the way.
accept the paradox?
Address this one.
Do you accept paradox? Don't jump on the question. No. Excuse me. That's what I was running away. Because does not deal with my argument all the time. Do you accept it's a paradox?
Go on, ask your question again.
Is I'm listening.
Yeah, I'm trying to find a verse.
No.
I'm listening.
No. If God is powerful eternally, you accept that?
Yes.
So meaning he's powerful all the time.
Yes.
Is it possible for God to become weak?
Okay. Now, let me address the question.
Yeah, go on.
He's asked a question. It's only fair he listens to the answer.
Yes, answer. As though you answer the question.
In and of itself, the divinity cannot change. Are we agreed?
Say that?
The divinity does not change. Are we
No, I'm
agreed?
talking about God. Does God change? Yes or no?
Does the divinity change?
Does
Yes
God
or no?
change? Yes or no?
We all agree divinity does not change.
What do you mean by divinity? What do you mean? What do you mean by divinity?
The God. The
God
Godhead.
does not change.
The Godhead. Right.
No.
So,
No, God.
now
Does not
notice
change.
he asked a
I'm answering you,
question,
you're not answering.
but he doesn't want to listen to the answer.
He's not answering.
This is
Waste of
Shamsi
time.
all the time.
Yeah, Bob
I'll
will
be walking
never
off in
answer the
5
question.
minutes.
Because why?
So-
You're not answering my question.
He asked a question.
Answer the question. Answer the question.
Shut up and I will.
Look at how you do.
So-
You're very rude, man. Who is the
so
good
you,
man?
Shamsi.
No,
So
I'm not
you,
rude.
Shamsi.
I'm showing you. Go on.
You interrupt people's conversations.
Because
you
you're not
only
answering
ever
my question.
apologise to the Muslims.
No, you're not answering the question. Go on.
Anyway,
That-
so if God takes on some other factor, some other nature, God, by the virtue of that other nature, can also have the weaknesses that go along with it. As Christians, we believe God has become a man in Christ Jesus, and by virtue of the humanity is weak.
Okay, now wait. We've got become. No, wait.
Does that
no,
say
wait.
that the divinity
No,
has
you have
become
answer.
weak?
No,
No.
He just contradicts himself. Why? If God become a man, listen to this. God become what? A man. He become first what? A baby.
Yes.
So wait. So when God become a baby, is the nature of baby to be weak?
Yes.
So is he still God to be all powerful?
This is the point you're arguing with.
Answer my question.
I'm going to.
Is God powerful?
Shamsi, my name is not Shamsi.
No, your name is
I
Bob the
answer
liar.
questions.
You don't answer
Run away like you.
I answer
Answer
questions,
questions. Why are you
Shamsi.
shouting?
Because
Calm
you're
down.
going to answer a
Calm down,
question
listen
too.
carefully.
I'm shouting because you're shouting, Shamsi.
So we got.
So,
why
why are you shouting?
No, I'm talking to you. Wait.
Right, talk to
when
me.
God became a baby.
No, your tone. Talk.
Okay. When God became a baby, then he still. When
you
was
shaking?
I'm not shaking. I'm not there.
Are you nervous?
That's the sign. That's a sign of the weak argument you have.
go on.
You know when you start character assassination.
Go on.
That's a sign
You mean
of
like you
weakness.
do?
No,
To
I don't do
everybody.
that. Anyway, my point here is that when God became a baby, when he was a baby, was he still the same God who was all powerful?
Yes.
But he became baby.
Right, so this is the point you've got to engage with. This is the point, Shamsi, that
So which
you...
part of Jesus was
No,
perfect?
this is the point that you have to engage.
No, you have to, not me.
Yes, you have to
Okay, go
engage
on.
with this point.
Go on.
And all of you Muslims have to engage with
Can you
this
just
point.
answer, please?
Because you are not attacking Christianity when you come out with the kind of arguments that Shamsi's making. We believe that God takes unto himself a human nature. That human nature is contingent and weak. That human nature needs to eat. That human nature is a baby. All of those criticisms that Shamsi makes, he ascribes to the wrong nature. Because we Christians do not claim that the divinity stopped being all-powerful. We claim that the humanity of Christ is where the weakness is, where the contingencies are. Now he says that's a contradiction, the guy at the back.
No, wait. I'm finished. No,
Yeah, go on.
Now watch this one. When God became a baby, you have to explain yourself. Are you saying God went inside the human body, or God himself became the body of Jesus?
I am
Clarify
saying that
yourself.
the Logos takes on...
No one understands logos here. Just say it in English. Good.
So
Yeah.
I'll explain Logos.
Yeah.
Great question. Allow me to enlighten everybody.
Yeah, enlighten us. Go on.
The word
Go on. Let's listen.
Logos in Greek means word, or can also mean light or any form of communication. When we say that Christ is the Logos of God, we are saying that Jesus is the way that the Father has spoke to humanity in the person of his Son, Jesus Christ. It does answer your question. That is the Logos. You asked me what the Logos was.
Why you ask that?
That is
No.
the Logos. Read John chapter
My
1.
question was to you, Bob. When you said God became a baby, did God went inside the human body,
Yes.
or God himself became a baby?
The Son, the Logos, enters
I'm
into
asking you, said God become baby. God. You didn't say the word of God. You said God.
You see, this is the kind of
That's what he
pathetic
said.
semantics
That's what he
that you
said.
do all the
You
time.
said God become baby. You said that.
Do I believe that the Son of the Trinity is God?
Yes, you believe that.
There we go. So
So
there's
God
no
become baby.
contradiction in what I said. So, thank you. That's silenced you,
No,
didn't it?
no, sorry, I'll let you finish.
No.
I'll let you finish.
No.
No, before deal with my point. No.
Right.
If God became a baby, no, wait.
Do you object
no,
to the idea that God enters into his creation?
Wait.
Answer
You
my
know what-
question.
You know what God is? What God is?
I
no,
wanna
wait,
ask you
no,
questions.
no.
He doesn't wanna answer
No,
any
it's not about
questions.
answer. We still deal with the points.
Go on.
Even if he tried to hackle many times.
Yeah.
I'm not stopping
Yeah,
it. You said God become a baby.
Why do you object?
Okay, wait.
Explain your
I'll tell you
objection.
why.
Okay.
When I ask you, when you said God become a baby, are you saying God himself transferred to the human body, or God went inside the human body? So you are saying God went inside the human body.
I'm saying that the Logos
Which is
took
God?
upon the flesh of Mary in himself and took on the fullness of human nature.
I understand that. Okay.
Given to him
So,
by Mary.
Where is understand that? So which part of Jesus, the baby, was God? Which one was the body?
Right, this is the kind of nonsensical questions that you make.
Well, you said you were inside.
It's a nonsense
If
question.
the stick was inside the bottle,
nonsensical
where is the stick?
question.
And where is the bottle? The stick is inside the
don't
bottle.
understand the incarnation.
No,
You don't
again,
get it.
which part of Jesus?
Let me answer.
Go on, yeah. Which part of Jesus? Which part of Jesus was God, and which one was the
The
body?
divine nature was God and the human nature was contingent.
No, Jesus as a baby when he was Jesus. When you carry Jesus
Yes.
as a baby, yeah?
Yeah.
When you look into the baby Jesus,
Yes.
which part of Jesus is it? The flesh,
Brilliant question.
or which one was God?
Allow me to answer
Because
that
you was
question.
God. You said
Because the church
No, you,
fathers, the church fathers answer you, Shamsi.
yeah, you answer me first.
The
before
church
the fathers.
fathers should answer you.
Yeah, which one?
The church, Saint Cyril.
No, I'm asking which part of the body, which part of Jesus
so,
was God?
Let me answer the
No, the
question.
church fathers, yeah.
Because the kind of logic that you seem to be dressing towards is this idea.
Wallahi, alhamdulillah, Islam,
No,
struggling.
because
He's making no sense.
assuming
You know,
that you don't-
Christian, it was
What was that about
Christian
character
10 years old.
assassination?
He's not.
What was that about
That's
character
what you're not
assassination?
answering. You're
It's
making no sense.
amazing how the Dawah team give up the moral high ground within minutes of trying to
I didn't say
claim
you were
it.
shaking.
Every time.
I didn't say you were shaking.
Every time.
You just waste of time anyway.
So-
Answer. No, answer. Which part of Jesus was
Waiting
God?
for JC to change his cat.
Yeah, same change his mind as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, the light. The light. So again,
Make it stop, bro.
my question, which part of Jesus when he was a baby, which part was God? Is it the body or something else? Because you said God went inside. So if it went inside, so only we understand the body is not God. It's something else has to be God. I want to ask which one.
Okay.
Go on.
So the question is nonsensical
Who you define?
because of the right.
But you answered that. You said he got
Your
inside.
nonsensical question
No, you-
does not define my answer.
You quit.
I will define my answer according to my own beliefs.
Bodybuilder, my question is
Not
based
you.
upon your answer.
Not you.
My question was based upon your answer.
But like with all
You
the
said
Dawah
God went
team,
inside the human body.
like you all
That's
the
what you
Dawah
said.
team,
Alhamdulillah
it
for
is
Islam.
based upon
You see
a
how he's
double
struggling?
standard.
That's the best debater, and he's struggling.
He's not
According to
struggling.
Christian,
No one's struggling,
he's
man.
struggling.
No one's struggling,
And he's contradicting
Camera,
himself.
bro.
What was that about character assassination?
No, you are struggling.
What was that about
I didn't say you're shaking.
assassination?
I didn't say you're sweating.
There you go.
I didn't say you're
There
shaking.
you go.
I didn't say you're sweating or
Notice
shaking.
He asks a question, but he
Okay.
doesn't want
Go
to
on.
answer. I'm
Answer.
amazed. This is the longest
Go on.
Shamsi's ever stood in a single place.
Because you're asking what
So, now,
Hurry up, please.
So- we Christians believe that what is said of one nature is true to the whole person, because Christ is only one person, but he is one person that works by virtue of two natures, a human nature and a divine nature. It is
Two
not
beans, yeah, two
possible. It
Two
is
beans.
not possible that you can point to some aspect of the Christ and simply say, well, this is the divine bit and this is the human bit. They exist simultaneously in the same person. So
Doesn't
when
make-
Christ was held by his mother, she was literally holding God as a human being. That is what we believe.
Say it again, say it
That
again,
is
say it
what
again,
I
say it again,
invite you
say it
to
again, bro.
embrace.
Say it again.
No,
No,
let me
wait.
finish my
Say
point.
that. I haven't heard you, so say that.
You just heard it, you heard it.
I haven't heard you said.
You heard what I said.
Anyway, no, it's my
You
time
heard
now.
what
I'll let you
said.
speak. It's my time now.
No,
my,
you
no,
don't
it's my
get
time.
to
It's my
dictate.
time.
I
You
wanna
finish.
ask you
no,
a
before, no,
question.
we still deal with
I
subject.
wanna-
No, we
This
still
is on
subject.
subject.
No.
This is
No.
on
Let
subject.
me speak.
On
Let
the
me
topic.
speak.
Do you
Let me
believe
speak. Let
that
me
Allah
speak.
cannot
Let
enter
me
his
speak.
creation?
Let me speak now.
Answer that
Let me
question.
speak. You don't remember what he said? Look how when I say he's struggling, I'm not doing character assassination.
Here we
Can you
go.
stop heckling? Can you
It
stop
takes him
heckling?
minutes to
So-
give up the high ground.
You
Minutes.
see clearly why Shamsi
Minutes.
walked off, because it's not heckling and not answering me.
Oh,
Now I
heckling.
can
You mean
speak.
like these guys were heckling him a few moments ago and you said nothing?
You say, well,
That kind of heckling.
I said stop anyway. Anyway, but I know your tactic. When you cannot answer. Wait.
Can Allah enter his
Let me
creation?
finish. I will answer any question, but let me
Okay,
finish.
answer that question.
No. We still
We'll
deal with
let you
subject.
finish and then answer
No,
the
we're
question.
subject.
Don't walk away like you always do.
We deal with speech. We deal with your subject.
Okay.
Now, first of all, you said to us, that's your speech, not my speech.
Correct.
And correct me. You said, I asked you, when God, you said God became a baby.
Yes.
God became what?
A baby.
That's all the paradox, yeah? So he said, no,
It's not a paradox.
It's a paradox because baby is a baby human being.
And?
God is God.
Correct.
Okay, so,
What's your
so
point?
to say,
What's your problem?
I'll tell you what's my problem.
Two natures,
Okay.
one person.
Two,
What's the
wait.
problem?
Two nature,
Yes.
one person.
Yes.
Wait, what's this? That doesn't make any, because the nature is an attribute of the essence of God. You understand?
No.
So yeah, it is. Because why? You have a nature. What is human nature?
this instance,
no.
the nature is
You have
the
a human
essence.
nature. You can
Correct.
You can become what? Do dog nature as well. Become like a dog. You understand? But it's a human. But if you
No,
can't say you can't.
no,
Let me speak
you
now.
don't understand
Allow me
nature.
allow me to speak now. Allow me to speak.
And then I'll correct
Allow
you.
me to speak.
And then I'll correct
when you said when you said God became a baby, you said God enter inside the baby's body. Is that correct?
No, I said that God became a baby, not that he entered into a baby.
Okay, if God became a
I'm
baby,
not a Nestorian, which is
Okay,
where
no
you're
problem.
trying to
No
channel
problem.
me towards.
So if God became a baby, he
Yes.
has to change because a baby is different than God. Baby's nature is to be weak, to get breastfed. God's nature to be all powerful. So for you to say God became, mean he transferred. So he became something else, which a baby, correct? That is alhamdulillah.
Allow me to reply now.
Bob the Builder
Now watch, he's
here.
gonna walk
Show
away.
him.
He's gonna walk away.
Christianity.
He's going to walk away.
So you believe God became
Right,
baby?
That's what. How many times do I have to say
Khalas,
to
take care of
you?
yourself.
Yeah, how many times?
Khalas,
No, notice. No,
Yeah,
notice.
believe your God got moved to by Romans?
Yes. Alhamdulillah.
Yes.
You know what? Allah Akbar.
Victory. What
No,
victory?
victory is you God.
By virtue
no, you,
of
victory
his humanity.
is you God couldn't even save himself.
By
How is he gonna
virtue
save you?
of
How are you gonna
his
put trust
humanity.
on the God? He couldn't save
By
himself.
virtue of
That's it.
his humanity.
That's it.
So, your objection is essentially that God can't become limited and contingent.
No.
Is that your objection?
Can I answer it?
Yes.
My objection is if we define what God is,
Yes.
if we say God by definition
Yes.
is all powerful eternally,
Yes.
and by definition
Yes.
is all knowing eternally,
Yes.
by definition
Yes.
is the great eternally,
Yes.
which means all the times, then with the same breath you tell me God became weak and he had someone who changed his nappy. That's called a paradox, which doesn't make any sense.
Brilliant. Now
Do you
answer
accept
this
that? No, do you accept
question,
that? No, do you accept that?
No, answer
no,
this
do you
question,
accept what I
Shamsi.
said? Do you accept what I said?
No, I don't.
Okay,
Now
take care of yourself.
answer. You see, he's walking away.
Take care. Alhamdulillah. Bob, thank you. Okay, yes. Oh, yeah, your question.
Yes,
Before I go. Before I go.
Okay.
Anyway, alhamdulillah.
Allah is Satan.
How can, you know what I left? How can I speak to the person?
Just like I
How can I
said.
speak? How can I speak to someone
So,
who doesn't understand what
Shamsi,
he's saying?
answer
He's
my
like saying God
question.
exists or not exist same time.
Shamsi, answer my question.
Okay, go on.
Okay. Do you? I have a number of questions. We've
No,
talked
one.
about
No.
No.
Bro,
Don't
I'm
be
gonna
a
walk
chicken.
away.
Of
I'm not
course you
chicken.
will.
Yeah.
Because that's what you do.
Because
You're a coward.
But
You're a coward, Shamsi.
Okay, I'm a coward.
That's why you're going to walk
So why I
away.
spoke to you?
Because you're a
I'm a coward.
coward.
Why I spoke to you?
So,
No. Wait.
Do you
If
believe?
I'm a coward. Why I
Do
spoke
you
to
see?
you?
Do you see?
No, you
Talk
said
to me now.
Wait.
Don't change the topic.
Bro,
Don't
you
change
got
the subject.
nothing.
Don't change the
You got
subject.
nothing.
Shamsi, why are you panicking?
All right.
Why are you
panicking.
panicking? Why are you panicking?
1, 2, 3. Okay, now you
talked
You
for-
said I'm a coward.
We taught you what?
You said I'm a
We
coward.
talked for 10 minutes.
Why did I not
We
run?
talked for 10
I moved
minutes
to you.
about the Christian faith.
Okay, now, yeah.
I answered your questions. Do
Alhamdulillah,
me
thank
the
you very much.
courtesy.
Christians become Muslim.
Do me the
He believes
courtesy.
God become a baby.
Do me
Someone
the
says he's not
courtesy
be. God
of
damn proof.
addressing my question.
Yeah, go on.
Okay. Do you believe that Allah can enter into His creation?
That's a good question. For everyone to hear it, the question is asking, can Allah enter his creation?
Yes.
As a Muslim, we believe Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when he does an action, not just pure from will.
Yeah.
He does an action according to his wisdom. Okay? And now, the creation. If we establish that Allah is the greatest and bigger than His creation, bigger than what? His creation. So it is illogical to say the one who's bigger than His creation is inside His creation.
Fantastic.
Because why? When you believe that, you believe God's inside what? The pool, the toilet,
Great.
the woman private part, the man private
Now
part.
allow me to
No, wait.
I have a follow-up question then.
Do you accept? Do you believe God's everywhere?
Okay, no, I'm asking you questions.
No, I'm asking you.
No.
Stop running away. Stop running away.
I'm not running away.
I allowed you to ask me multiple questions.
I'm
about
running away.
Now let me do the
Okay,
same.
no problem.
Stop running away.
Let him.
There you go. Redeem yourself.
Let him talk.
Ladies and gentlemen, you all heard Shamsi say that it would not be fitting of God's wisdom that He should enter into His creation. I therefore submit the following verses
Which is about
evidence.
Musa, Qasas. Yeah, get it. I know what
Will you stop?
But I know what it's
Stop being rude.
Stop being rude.
Sorry.
Stop being rude.
That was rude, sorry.
Of course it was rude. You're Shamsi.
All right.
No, because why? No. You know why?
No.
Look out.
There we go.
Bro. You believe it's okay for the Christians
Here we go
to kill
again.
babies.
Changing
You're
the subject.
terrorist.
Changing the
Oh,
subject.
you're a terrorist.
Changing the
Bob, you're a
subject.
terrorist.
Stop killing babies and children.
I'll deal with that.
I know you're panicking.
Christian
He is
terrorists.
panicking.
Bro.
He is panicking.
Hey, the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon his head,
Stop
and maybe
wasting time.
Anyway, come on.
Okay,
Look, I'm relaxing. Go on.
thank you very much.
Go on. You believe God has
So-
said nothing.
So, he said that it would not be fitting of God's wisdom that Allah should enter into His creation.
Brother, go on.
I submit the following verse,
Let
and then I want his commentary.
Yeah, brothers, let him speak. Let him speak. Okay?
Thank you very much.
Of course, I'm not terrorist.
Surah 75, Ayah 22 and 23. Some faces that day will beam in brightness and beauty, looking towards their Lord.
Yeah.
So my question to you, Shamsi, is how can they look towards their Lord if Allah doesn't enter into His creation when vision is a creation?
Okay, watch out. This is a joke. This is a joke. No.
Answer the question. Answer the question. I'm for real.
Wait,
I'm for real.
brothers. Eid al-Adha.
Your book is for real. Your book is for real.
Are you real?
Your book is for real.
Did you hear what he said?
Vision
Did you hear what he said?
Vision is a creation.
Brothers, I know, brothers. You know what we should say? Akhwa, it's my time. You know what? Akhwa, you know what we should say? Wallahi, when you Akhi, wait, brother, Christian, calm down, please, okay? Wait, brothers, Asif, okay. Wallahi, we as a Muslim, it's my time to speak.
Is vision a creation?
Wait, let me speak. We as a Muslim, when we hear about speaking, we should say Alhamdulillah for Islam. Yeah. Thank you.
Is vision a creation?
Now, if what Prophet Muhammad explained,
My question is vision a creation?
Vision is creation, but Allah's not inside.
Thank you.
Allah's not inside.
Vision is a
Allah's not
creation.
inside.
Yeah.
Allah's,
Right.
no, wait, I haven't finished.
Are they looking
I haven't
towards
finished.
you?
Let me finish. Brothers, my brothers, let me deal with the best debater for the Christians.
Go on.
This embarrassment.
I wanna hear it.
Now, the moon. When I look at the moon, is the moon inside my eyes? Yes
you.
or no? Yes or no? It's inside my eyes, the moon.
The optics is.
No, the moon. Take it. Wallahi, take it.
You stupid.
Alhamdulillah for Islam. Take it. Embarrassment. Take it. You believe the moon inside your eyes. Take it. No. Okay, wait.
You see the moon?
No.
Because it is in creation.
Why is it creation?
Do you agree?
No, wait.
Do you agree?
Wait, let me speak.
No, 1 second.
Let me speak.
No.
Oh, take care, guys. Take care. You don't let me speak. You don't let me speak.
Stop running away.
You don't want...
He's scared because he's got caught out.
Wait.
You've got caught out. You've got caught out, Shamsi.
Let me speak.
I know you want to run away.
Think
Think about what you're saying. Think about what you're saying.
Let me speak.
All of you think about what you're saying.
Otherwise he goes.
You
No,
don't speak.
take it. Khalas. Let me speak. He doesn't want to let me speak.
He's running away as always. Right. You gave your answer. You gave your answer,
No, let me
Shamsi.
speak.
You said,
No, let me speak.
Yes,
That was an example.
but it was a false example,
It wasn't.
Shamsi.
Let me
It was a
speak.
false example,
Let me speak.
Shamsi.
Look,
Let me
listen.
reply.
Thank you very much.
Question, answer.
We'll let you speak and then I'll reply.
Okay,
Thank you
To the
very much.
reply.
So my example was,
Yes.
you know what I mentioned is an example. An example. Pathway, move. Yeah. Move aside here, Bob. Come this side.
Against the metal.
Come the middle, yeah?
Yeah, come.
So for people to understand, I was giving an example.
Back everyone a little bit.
I was giving an example, me watching the moon.
Yes.
Allow me to finish now.
Yeah, and then I'll reply.
No, I haven't finished.
Okay. Yeah.
I was giving an example, if within the creation, sometimes you can observe something and does not necessitate it's inside your eyes.
Agreed.
And we know Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, as the Prophet Muhammad said, there is the heavens, and there is a paradise, and there is the throne, and Allah is above it. So us looking at Allah does not necessitate Allah is within His creation.
So,
do you understand that?
Let me reply.
Do you understand that?
Let me
Go
reply.
on.
Let me reply. He said that he is above it.
Yeah.
That's the argument that he's making. He's making it from this idea that Allah is above the heavens, above the earth,
The creation.
above the throne, above.
So it's not
creation.
inside the creation.
1 second. 1 second.
Separate. Yeah.
1 second.
Embarrassment.
Now
wallahi.
notice he's interrupting.
Embarrassment.
Notice he's interrupting.
Oh, yeah.
So, listen to what the Quran says, because the Quran contradicts.
That's not the Quran. Allah,
Let
that's
me
a hadith.
finish.
That's not the Quran.
It's not a hadith. This is a translation.
No, that's not the Quran. You read it. Stop lying.
No,
Read.
this is.
Where's the
listen,
verse?
Listen.
Where's the verse?
Listen.
Yes.
Shamsi, calm down.
But you
much coffee.
You're getting excited.
Too much coffee. Yeah.
Too much
I have to accept that. I have to accept
Too much
that.
coffee.
I need to cut down of coffee.
Yes, you do.
Yes. And Bobby, I need to cut stop
Shamsi is
chatting
admitted
rubbish.
drug abuse. But anyway, let's
Drug
jump on.
coffee. So you push the double coffee.
Listen,
Anyway.
let me make my argument, Shamsi, and then reply.
Yes.
Give the
It
reference,
says
Bob. Give the
in the
reference.
Quran, Surah 75. So this isn't a hadith. This is a Quran.
Yes.
Surah 75, ayah 22 and 23. Listen to this.
Yes.
Some faces.
Will be darkened.
Listen, let me finish. No,
I
that's
had
not
to
what it
memorize.
says. That's
We
not-
memorized
Well,
it.
you memorized it wrong because it
No,
doesn't say that.
So I'm talking about what?
Finish.
وجود يوم عيد النادرة.
Will you stop interrupting, Shamsi?
All right.
Listen.
Alhamdulillah for you both.
Some
Thank you for coming.
faces are created. That day, days are created. Will beam, light is created. In brightness and beauty, these are created things. Looking, vision is created.
Whoa. Is he serious?
Towards
Why is looking?
direction is created. Their Lord. Looking.
That's not the
vision.
Quran, that's explanation.
1 second.
Oh my
Let me
God.
finish.
Go, expose
Calm
yourself.
down. Yeah, I'm going to.
Carry on.
His argument was, when I look at the moon is not in my eyes. But the fact is, if he is looking to the moon, it is because the moon is there to see.
So what
And
does
if
that mean?
you can see
It's a
it,
creation.
vision, sight is a creation. So
But not the truth, you look at.
entered
Wait.
his creation.
Wait. No. Ikhwan, it's my time now. Brothers and sisters. Ikhwan, please, everyone. Brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen. Bob, thank you for coming.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate
You're
it.
welcome.
Bob, watch this. Bob is ghanima for us.
Yes.
Why?
Go on.
Watch it. Huh?
Go on.
If
Shaking,
Allah,
Shamsi, shaking.
again, I'm like that naturally to be honest.
Yeah.
Coffee.
You know what I'm
Let
saying?
him speak. Let him speak. Let him speak.
No, let me speak.
Let him speak.
If Allah is above His creation, okay?
Yep.
Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala exists without
Yeah.
any doubt.
Yeah.
And if Allah exists, doesn't mean He exists within His creation. Because we know when Allah, before the creation was Allah. So when Allah created the creation, He created outside Himself. Not inside Himself.
Inside created.
No, outside. No, wait.
Inside created.
But no, Allah is not created.
Inside
Allah, no, wait.
created.
Let me speak.
Inside,
Let me
no
speak.
Allah.
Let me speak.
Yeah, please do.
Let me speak.
Answer
So
the
Allah is
question.
outside the creation, above His creation.
Yes.
And
got
paradise
that
is
bit.
the highest.
that bit.
So
Yeah, we
when,
got that bit.
wait. So when you say Allah is inside the creation, what does it mean? He has to be inside the creation. But above Allah, there's
created.
wait. Allow me to finish. Above Allah, there is nothing. Beside Allah, there is no creation. What is below Allah? Outside Allah is the creation. So when you are looking at Allah, He's not
There
the
you go.
creation.
When
Take care of
you are
yourself.
looking-
Wallahi, that's embarrassment.
Vision
Take care of
is a
yourself.
created thing.
But Allah's not.
Thank you.
No, take it.
Thank you.
You are looking
Yes.
at Allah.
can fit in your eye,
Vision
God
is
can fit in your
created.
No, take it.
So
It's
Allah
not making no
has
sense.
entered His creation.
Wait.
Thank you.
That's what He
Which
just
creation? Which
said.
creation?
You've just sunk
How do you say
yourself.
that? You're a liar. I
Right.
said clearly, if wait.
You said looking at Allah.
So
Is
what's that mean?
vision created?
But not Allah.
Is vision
Wait.
Is vision created?
Wait.
Wait.
When you say Allah, no, wait. Let's watch this, yeah? When you say Allah's inside this creation, define what does it mean?
Okay, it means that Allah has created something.
Yes.
Let's use the example of sight, vision, as the thing that Allah has created. So Allah has created vision. Vision did not exist. Our vision does not exist except by Allah's creation.
Yeah.
And Muslims hope that on the day of judgment, when they are in paradise, that they will look towards their Lord.
Yeah.
That means for them to see their Lord has entered into sight.
No, what?
Which is a
What is sight? What is sight?
thing.
What is sight?
A creation of
No,
Allah.
wait. A sight is a sight. Something. Wait. A sight.
I just have
No, wait.
creation
No,
of Allah.
wait. I'm looking at you.
Yes.
No, wait.
Did you do it by Allah's creation?
Wait.
Allah created it. Thank you. Allah created sight.
Wait.
Thank you.
Wait.
Yes, Aqua.
Wait. I'm looking at you
Yes.
with my sight. Are you
Correct.
inside my sight? Are you inside my sight? Are you?
Is your-
Are you?
I am in your sight.
Inside my sight.
I am in your sight.
You are front of me, liar. Take care of yourself. Take care. Liar. It's ever. Follow me.
You can say as well, Shamsi, yeah? You can say if other than
No, we have
Jesus,
said that clearly.
no, listen, if other than Jesus looked at Jesus, that means they're God as well then. Do you get it?
Bob, take care of yourself. I'm going home. I'll finish you. No, take care.
And one final question. Did Allah create your sight? Answer the question, Shamsi. Did Allah create sight, Shamsi? Okay, JC, he's run away.
I'll finish you. Khalas. Brother, take care. Khalas, I have to go. Let me clarify before. Okay. What's the mic?
Jazak Allah Khair.
He's a dumbest. Brothers, come. Ikhwa, alhamdulillah for Bob. He said the boys in your eye. He said the boys in your eye. Bob, thank you for coming. Bob's logic, if I'm looking at something inside me. Thank you, Bob. Thank you very much, Bob. So now, Bob, take care. No, don't shake your hand because you're a Muslim. I don't shake your hand. Yeah, I don't shake your hand because you're a person Muslim. You're a kafir. I never said you're a liar. Anyway, take care. I'll finish you. Anyway. Don't speak. Alhamdulillah. Anyway, now according to Bob,
Allah created
according to Bob,
Did he create sight? Answer the question,
according to Bob,
Did he create sight?
according to Bob,
Allah
that the moon is inside his eye, which is not true.
No, what I said was,
that's why you said inside the moon.
Because the moon is in creation, and I can
It's
see
inside
it
you.
by my
It's inside
sight.
your eye.
I can see
Your
it.
sight is not something which is
It is
inside your
in
eye.
creation, is it
inside-
not?
No. Allah
It
is
is
outside the
creation.
creation. Looking
Is
at
it in
Allah
creation?
does not mean inside the
Is it
creation.
in
Take care of
creation?
yourself. Alhamdulillah. For Islam. He's not. Brothers, come. Leave him. Brothers, come. I want to clarify something. Wallahi, Bob is a blessing from Allah. Are you serious? He said because you'll be looking at Allah, therefore Allah is inside. Brothers, imagine I'm looking at you, that's when you're inside me. A'udhu billah. Christians, wallahi, this advice. This advice to the Christians. This is the best debate that you have. That's what you believe. He was making no sense. He believed God became a baby, but at the same time God's eternal. But he became weak. Please, Christian out there, be honest. Be serious. Now, how clearly I clarified. Allah is above the paradise and Allah is above everything. So people in paradise looking at Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala doesn't mean it's inside their eyes. How? Allah clearly, and even the verse said, He's adding to it by saying because you're looking at Allah, He's inside your sight. What are you talking about? You are using your sight to see something, doesn't mean my sight doesn't encompass the tree, let alone to encompass Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because in order for you to be something inside, He has to encompass you from every angle, correct? So alhamdulillah for Islam, and thank you Bob for coming to debate with me. Even sometimes get hit up, but I know you are a blessing from Allah in a way. to show the Christians that your religion doesn't make any sense. Hey, to humiliate the Christians. A man said to me, because you're looking at the moon, bear in mind, the moon is in the creation. But you're looking at the moon doesn't mean the moon is inside your eye. Let Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, which clearly the people of paradise, above is Allah, and nothing is inside, Allah, nothing is above Allah, or Allah is inside nothing. You see what I'm saying? Alhamdulillah, and I know this doubt is bringing from the Mu'tazila, these deviated sects. They say because if you look at Allah, so there's direction. So it's a place. No, Mu'tazila, Al-Jahmiyyah. But the point here is, there's two types of places. There's tangible places, non-tangible places. Because we know, as Albani said, above the seventh heaven is paradise, okay? Okay, the last paradise is Firdaus. Above it is throne, the throne. And above the throne, who's? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And nothing is above Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Naam, we cannot comprehend it because above our, beyond our intellect, but does not go against our intellect. That's the beauty of Islam. Islam, some legislation is beyond our understanding, but does not go against our own understanding. Meaning that, for example, I don't know how the traffic light works. Seriously, it's like thinking how this work, green and this and that, but doesn't mean go against my intellect. There's expression of it, but Trinity go against intellect. God is eternally perfect.